If you're seeing this, then this is your full moon in Aries messages. Hello and welcome. My name is Lara, and we're going to dive into it. We've got our tarot, we've got our oracle. We're going to see what it is that we're meant to focus on under this full moon energy, what we need to release, and as a part of that, and what we are bringing in as a part of that focus. So welcome. Go ahead and settle in, because we're gonna fucking talk about it. That's what we're gonna do. I don't know about you, but I am losing my whole mind. This Aries full moon is also the hunter's moon, which I think is super appropriate. Aries is action oriented, going out, taking what it desires, right? Okay, so that's that kind of energy. The full moon, we're at that halfway point in the lunar cycle. And we're going to kind of chat a little bit about the moon. We'll look at the cards and the oracles and see what we have to say. So if you're seeing this, welcome. And this is the full moon in Aries that's happening on October 6th, 2025. So if you're seeing this and it's on or around that day, then great, because this is the energy that we're all swimming in right now. If you're seeing this and it's like nowhere near that date, that is also great too, because time's not linear. So it kind of doesn't matter. You're tapped into whatever energy is here whenever you're seeing this. And I encourage you to make that decision for yourself, okay? This is a general reading, so it's a lot of energy that's coming to the reading. It may not be super specific to your case, scenario, what have you, but these are all of the patterns, themes, energies that we all share. So you may be personally in this energy at a different time, or you may be tapping in sort of collectively. Use your cognitive thinking skills. Use your own intuition. Don't just take what I say at face value. Please. Don't take what any tarot card reader or spiritualist says at face value. Please listen to yourself. Okay? Please. Because, I mean, the other way, that's how we've gotten ourselves into a lot of the messes that we're in right now. Okay? Because we weren't listening. Anywho, that's what I've got to say. Those are my disclaimers. But let's talk about it, right? Aries full moon. Aries is an energy of independence. It is coming to us in Libra season. Libra is all about partnerships, whereas Aries is much more about the sovereign I am energy. It is the first sign of the zodiac, which also means that it can be impulsive, a little immature. I'm an Aries moon, so I'm feeling pretty intense. You may be too. That's neither here nor there, but there's big energy going on. Like I said, it's the hunter's moon. We're in eclipse season. Okay, so it's a lot. It's a lot. I think that's kind of all I want to say about it right now, to be honest. Yeah. So what do you think? Should we just dive into it? I'm going to just dive into it. Look at that. Aries, impulsive. Let's go. Let's go. It's very fiery energy. You're going to have to bear with me for this one, because I seem to be holding a lot. All right, but we're going to do this, and we're going to get a clear and concise message from the cards. So we're going to start with our Keepers of the Light tarot, and we're going to see who wants to come through and sort of oversee our reading together today, and take us into what it is we're diving into. So could we please have one of our Keepers of the Light to come through and, ooh, okay, okay. It's not 1, it's 2. So we're going to go with it because it's 2. So, and this makes sense. The first one that came flying out is Cernunos. I think I forget how to pronounce it. Life force. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. That also may explain some things. Life force energy. Fire. I am. Okay, let's see what this one is saying here. Cernunos. I knew it was different than how I wanted to pronounce it. Cernunos is how we do it. Also known as Hern, if you're familiar with that name. This is a Celtic stag god who represents connection to the earth. He is one of the oldest recognized Celtic gods and features on the Gundestrup cauldron. Okay, a giant silver vessel from the Iron Age. He is the lover of the Great Mother and impregnates the land so that it will be filled with life. He can help us form a connection with the animal spirits and ancestors of our land. That's also really funny because she's on the bottom. Okay. All right, what's the message? There is a deep buildup of life force within you now and a need to channel it into action. Can't make it up. You could, but I feel like it would be obvious. You may have extra energy or be more alert than usual, or be aware of a sense of increased sensual or other energy, okay? If you have been unsure how this ties into your spiritual path, know that it can allow you to access the richness of your soul. When we are not expressing ourselves sexually, our spiritual potential can become tamed or muted. So if you are denying yourself desire, ask yourself how you can fulfill it. Ask Cernunos to help you access your sexual self so that you can express it with integrity and in a way that honors your soul. If you and your partner are trying for a child and this card appears, fertility is very possible. Especially if Bridget also appears. Apparently Bridget is like the twin to this. So there we go. That's Cernunos. Now the other one that we have, which I think is so fascinating, Cernunos, life force energy. And then we have the Holy Spirit. Okay. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. And so far, what I'm kind of picking up is this, there's a dichotomy here of earth life force energy with Cernunos and then Holy Spirit, which is making me really feel like higher self, higher mind, wisdom. And how do we balance our life force energy, our sensual and sexual energy with our sacred divine energy? This is interesting. Let's read what the book has to say about Holy Spirit. Is it under T? Is that what you... Yes. Lame. Okay. The Holy Spirit, expect miracles. According to the spiritual context of A Course in Miracles, if you've ever heard of that, the Holy Spirit sorry, I'm reading too fast. The Holy Spirit mediates between illusion and truth. It's the essence that allows us to move beyond the illusion of fear or the illusions that our fear has created. It's the holiest light of truth and love that we can ever experience, an aspect of our truest self, the self that's never separate from God. When it appears in a reading, prepare for the miraculous. Expect the unexpected, expect miracles. A real turnaround is possible now. Angels are dancing around you. Leave behind thoughts, memories, and feelings that are no longer serving you, and remember the love that you are. Move into your heart and allow that love to shine out into the world. Then miracles can happen. So I think too with Carnunos, life force energy, it's kind of giving some devil card energy, not in the way that like Western Abrahamic religion, but in the like, you know, more pagan naturalist, right, life force. When this, we can equate this with our root chakra. Okay. And in our root chakra, if our root chakra is imbalanced, then we've got a lot of fear, insecurity, scarcity. Okay. So I'm seeing, and then this I'm seeing is sort of like crown chakra. So bringing the energy and balance together with both of these energies, which I think is interesting. So we've got two people overseeing this. We've got two guides walking us through physical realm, spiritual realm. Okay, cool. Chill. So let's go ahead and jump in to our tarot. Let's take 3 cards. Our first card, could we please have our first card showing us, that's our first card, that's actually our second card. This first card is showing us what it is we're meant to focus on. Our second card that came out, this is showing us what it is we need to release. And then this is our third card, which is talking to me already. And this third card is representing what we are calling in underneath this energy. So, okay, let's see what we got. Bitch. Hold on. Girl. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. It's crazy how I can't make this up. Underneath, we have the Two of Cups. Why is that crazy? Because our focus is the Nine of Pentacles. And we're talking about an Aries full moon in Libra season. The Nine of Pentacles representing independence. Okay. And the Two of Cups talking more about relationships, which is very Libra oriented. Our shadow card is that Libra type energy, partnerships, relationships. This could be romantic. It doesn't have to be. Either way, it's cups. So it is emotionally fulfilling in some way. These emotionally fulfilling relationships, though, behind that, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So whatever sort of foundation you've been building these relationships on, it's not been built for the long term. They were not meant to last. Because we would have this is like foundations lasting. This can be like generational, you know, and this is also the Pentacles, which is representing like our material resources, our wealth, our money, our work, what have you. So in the reverse position, you know, these relationships are coming under the microscope as far as our subconscious mind. The Page of Swords is here as well, which is signaling some kind of new beginning. I think with, you know, you see walking across the little tightrope here. So I think it feels a little scary, but I think your focus is here on information that is coming in. All right. And new ideas that are coming in. This almost also implying some sense of mastery in, or faith. Okay. Right? I think what this is saying is that you're trusting the messages that are coming in, right? With this energy of where you're being asked to sort of reevaluate. And the Five of Wands is here, which is often about competition. Okay, so maybe these relationships, there's some sense of constantly having to prove yourself in these relationships. All right. And that with the Ace of Wands in reverse, that's literally that energy that's keeping you stagnant. That is, it's literally dimming your light. Okay. So no big deal. Girl. Okay. So what does that mean for our full moon? Well, like I said, what we're focusing on is the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is an energy of independence. It's an energy of self-sufficiency. Where are you relying on these relationships to build a foundation? They're not building a solid foundation for you, right? The focus is that you are building this foundation for yourself, whatever that means for you. Now, because we have the Pentacles, it's very possible that for most of us, this is about our wealth, and again, resources, okay? But this is someone who lives luxuriously and independently. They are financially independent. Heavy Aries energy. Interestingly enough, though, it's an earth energy card. And we're talking about foundational things and like independent foundation here. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm picking up. I know that's what I'm focused on. Okay. I think, you know, and as far as what we need to let go, this is so funny. It makes me want to cry. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the wheel that is constantly turning. Sometimes it feels like it's turning in our favor. Sometimes it feels like it's not turning in our favor. Ultimately, it's always turning in our favor. It is the winds of change. It's the game of life. So I feel like what we're letting go of at this time is this need to maybe control the outcomes. Let go of trying to control the outcome because the universe is working here. And we're talking about eclipse season. So the universe is doing a lot for you, whether it feels good or not. But you have to get out of your own way and let the universe do the work that it needs to do. If that makes sense. Okay. I think this is making sense to me. Wow. Wow. Okay. This is just like really big to hold. Yes. So that's what we're letting go of under this energy. And I think it's interesting because what are we bringing in? We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse, which I think is fascinating because a lot of times when we find this in the reverse, it feels like there's a negative connotation. This can often be like, you know, feeling misalignment, things that you are putting out are not being focused in the same direction. things are kind of just going all over the place. So I think what we're bringing in this case is more of that sense of trust that even when things feel like they are misaligned, trusting that there's more going on than you are aware of with the wheel. Okay? And I think like embracing this sense of feeling like a little all over the place. Maybe not embracing, but like accepting. Because there's some divine purpose that you're feeling all over the place. This is a major arcana card. So this is like huge as far as like, you know, life. This is more like day to day. Okay? There are bigger things at play that you need to let go and trust and let the universe come in and do what it is going to do. Even in those moments where you feel maybe like you're not getting anywhere or your energy feels split. This is what I'm picking up on. I don't know if that makes sense. I mean, I think, you know, logically it makes sense. I think there's more to be revealed as per usual. Yeah. I don't know. That's what's here. That's what I've got. I'm going to leave that part at that. Let's go ahead and get our moon deck card here for a little like last looks, insight, advice. Okay. So what else would you like to give us as we close this reading with our moon deck? As we work through this energy, this is big energy that's here is big energy. It is really big. What do we have here? Could we have just one card? There it is. Thank y'all. Girl. You know what it is? You better get some rest. You better get some sleep. Have you been tired lately? Proper rest helps me feel and look my best. Yeah. This is aptly timed for me. I literally had to sleep for over 12 hours last night because I was overworking. That's also what this could be, is like, oh, no, never mind. Forget I said that. Forget that. Okay, never mind. All right, let's see what we've got here. Proper rest is key to keeping our eyes bright, our skin clear, our vibe high, and our magical powers on point during our waking hours. Your body and spirit want rest so that you're restored and feeling your best. You don't need to earn your beauty sleep. You deserve it and thrive with it. You'll feel more stable, make healthier choices, be more focused, and have more energy. So slow down and welcome a sweet, restful phase to enter into your life. Sleeping well at night or adding in necessary naps during the day will help subside imbalanced emotions, roller coaster cravings, and kick your body's healing system into full gear. Be sure to make time in your life for sleep, rest, and relaxation. It's a vital part of true self-care, which in turn impacts your service, presence, and success in the world. Restore and nurture your inner and outer beauty. Okay? So nap, you know, do something in the evening, like have some chamomile tea is what they've suggested, or lemon balm before you go to sleep. Go to bed before midnight. That's not possible for some of us, but get you your 7 to 9 hours. Okay? Nightly. This is when your body has the deepest and most restorative sleep. Also, I would add, maybe try staying off your phone for 30 minutes before you go to sleep. Turn off electronics. That's a lot. Baby steps, but maybe just set down the phone for 30 minutes before you go to bed. Then you can work your way up to just like no screens and natural light. So then, yeah, okay. So then this is kind of making a little bit more sense with like feeling all over the place. You need to accept that and acknowledge that and let yourself rest. Girl, I heard that. All right. Yeah. And then underneath it, we've got, I welcome clear vision and inspired action. So whatever clear vision and inspired action you are craving at this time is only coming when you let yourself rest. Okay? Rest your high mind, rest your low mind. Okay? Revitalize that life force from top to bottom. Beach. I know that's right. So that's it. That's what I've got today. I hope this was helpful. I think it was helpful. I mean, for me, it's just like hammering home things that I already knew, but we're going to really focus on that underneath this energy. So, yeah, if you like this reading, please like it, share, subscribe, what have you. There's all kinds of information in the description box if you want to get in touch with me or would like maybe like a one-on-one reading. I got a lot going on for spooky season as well. I'm out and about doing readings. So yeah, you can connect that way. Otherwise, you know, we're going to have a Tarot Tuesday literally tomorrow. So you can tune in for that as well. We'll see how this energy carries us through into our Tarot Tuesday and the rest of the week. But otherwise, I'm going to go enjoy the full moon and get some fucking rest. And I suggest you do too. So in that case, I will see you on the other side.